It has been brought to my attention recently that there has been a certain thing that has been brought into Australian waters recently. And if you didn't know, yes, I am Australian. Now, this certain thing that has been brought into Australia by said company, which I will not name, has been spread around recently and has been a big topic at hand. I will display an image of whatever I may be talking about here. Now, as you can see on this receipt, you have your total charge, which is $69.30. But if you take a small look up, there is a sudden thing there. I want you to guess what it is. Now, if you're American, it's already bad enough as it is. But there is a certain section called suggested tip. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Australians don't tip. It is a terrible, terrible culture to bring around, because encouraged tipping is basically saying that we have to pay you as a restaurant more money to receive better service, right? Like, okay, I would understand if some people out there may give out tips, for example, like $5, $10, if they receive exceptional service, like if God came down from the heavens above and he served you, the most godly spaghetti you've ever seen, and you're like, oh my god, maybe, just maybe, I'll give you $10 of my hard-earned money, right? Well, if we cut back to this, the suggested tip is $6.30, which is already 10%. Now, I don't know if you know this, GST is already a thing in Australia, right? Goods and service tax, right? That is already being charged. If you can look below, it says GST included in total. That is already 10%. Sorry, I had to cut out there. A little notification popped up on my computer. But what I'm saying is, suggested tipping? Why is this culture being brought into Australia? Australia has a minimum wage. I'm not sure if you know that, if you're not Australian. And I think it sits at $24.30, and even then, a lot of restaurants pay their employees a lot more than that. So I don't really understand the need for tipping in Australia. Now, if you're under 21, there is a junior rate that you need to look at, which is just how it is, right? But you gotta understand, when you're younger, you get paid less because you have less experience. Anyways, what I was saying is, this whole tipping thing, don't bring it into Australia. We do not need such culture and habits to be brought into Australia, because honestly, tipping is, well, suggested tipping is not what we need, nor what people want when you are at a restaurant and you unsuspectedly pay another $6.30, right? Because according to the person that posted this receipt, they were not warned about this suggested tipping. They only saw it on the receipt. Now, I said I wouldn't tell you the restaurant name, but a little thing will pop up in a second here. Wink wink. You can go look at it yourself, and recently reviews have not been the greatest, and I'm glad that a lot of people agree that tipping should not be brought into Australia. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say. And the other thing I gotta say is $6 for a Pepsi. This place is a bit questionable for charging $6 for a Pepsi. Usually it's $4. I think that should have already been a red flag. Another thing I have to mention is suggested tip is included in the bill. Please do not hesitate to ask if you wish to remove it. that is the scummiest thing I've ever seen. A lot of people do not want to inconvenience workers or inconvenience people, right? But when you specifically add a tip in and you don't make it removable, like just from the start, you should just be like, hey, we give you a bill, and then you ask them, do you want to include the suggested tip? If not, don't add it into the thing. Oh, I just hit my... Don't add it into the bill, right? A lot of people just see the total and they say, okay, well, let's pay. They don't really read the receipts half the time, right? Asking people to remove it? Yeah, this restaurant is scummy, and I can see why it had a 2.1 rating. I think it might have dropped, who knows, right? You'll take a look at it for yourself. I'm not telling you, you can go search up whatever you may want. Alright. No tips, please. No. A little thing I found when I was recording, they've deleted all their negative reviews. Yeah, a lot of their rating went from 2.1 to 3.6, although there are still people actively, rating them 1 stars. They are deleting reviews, which can be very clearly seen if you go to their Google reviews and you click on their reviews. Some reviews you will see that, and if you come back an hour later, they will be gone because they are deleted. So I see you. You ain't slick, and you shouldn't be bringing this culture into Australia.